friends, welcome to a small segment inside Lapu-Lapu Gaming called Manny Talks. In these segments, I really just go over the win, kind of give you some insights to what I was thinking, what some of the reasoning was behind some decisions, things like that. Obviously, most of these wins, a lot of it is luck, but there is a lot of strategy, a lot of tactics that go behind it as well, at least to do this consistently. This is what we're watching here is the 8th solo win that I have, which is, relatively not a lot, but in our regiment, the Lapu-Lapu regiment, it is about 3 times or 4 times more than the last person, the second person behind. So yeah, the next person has only 2 wins, and I have 8, so it's a little bit of a feather in my cap. I don't know how smart it was to blast that glass like that. Probably a bunch of people heard it. Got lazy, I guess that's the best way in. So I spend really the majority of the game basically stocking up on inventory, right? So I'm really, the overall strategy is to have full everything by the time we get to the last third of the game. So full ammo, make sure I have the correct loadout, things like that, so that I'm not without anything when I get to that, or if and when I get to that final circle. So here I'm looting, obviously, and just doing my best to collect as much stuff as possible. I'm marking some people that I saw shooting on the map just so I have an awareness of it, and I just continue to loot. So at this point, I heard some ruckus, and I decide here, I'm gonna go kill this guy. Come down here, don't have a visual of him, but I know someone's down here, or at least 2 people were down here. I see right there that there is evidence of a firefight. I get out, and I just kind of watch, and I know that he's somewhere over there, and his goofy butt comes out when he knows that I'm there. So, easy kill. First one. From those 2 guys, I got a lot of stuff. So here I end up, actually I'm able to buy not just a selfie, but also a loadout. So I'm trying to go ghost right away. Normally I actually wait for the loadout to come, because I like to save my money. But, those guys, they gave me the opportunity with their deaths, with their lives, to be able to, get really full up on everything. And so now I am making my way downtown, because it looks to me like that's pretty much around where the final fight will be. And I start to head over, and a couple of times at least I'm gonna get shot up here. But when I travel through the map, I like to use this little river, canal, whatever this dirty looking thing is, and it's just a little bit safer than going through neighborhoods or airport or other places like that. So I feel pretty comfortable here. I can also quickly escape left or right if I'm being shot at, and a couple seconds. Oh, there we go. So someone's already shooting me up on cue. I don't know where they're shooting me from, but obviously behind me. But man, every angle and every height that I took, they were able to still kind of tag me. So as you can see, I am bingo plates, no more armor. So I am, trying to get away from that shooter. I see a bunch of bushes, as you all know, I love the bush. So I go in here, plate up as fast as I can, and look around, and I'm aiming to get back into the ATV. Trophy is still on there, so it's still a big help. And I continue. Let's see what bots. Can't resist those because I'm greedy. And get back on. Again, what I'm thinking at this point is, where to go. So I know that if I go further up, at first I was thinking hospital. It's never a good idea. Well, sometimes it is, but I shied away this time. I just didn't think it'd be a good spot. But I knew further up there was that firehouse that's pretty decent spot to jump off from, as long as obviously no one's in it. And I see that the free loadout fell behind me. I'm gonna keep it there in my mind. If I were to die and come back from Gulag, I could always go back and and hit that one. So here I am kind of just driving around. Not a good situation there, running into that pole. Get inside. I start to secure the building. I like all the doors closed because I like to hear the doors open if someone comes in. Take out my baby monitor. I don't see any blips, so it's probably pretty clear. But I'm just trying to make sure that it is 100% clear. Look around. There's usually people in the tents, things like that. So having secured the building, I just kind of hole up in here. Again, close everything off. Make sure I'm alone. Just I'm pretty OCD about making sure I'm by myself in the building, because people have snuck up on me so many times. I go up to the tower. It's probably the best, safest location for in solo, at least. Probably with teams, you'd want to be on that second floor, but in solo, I think it's the tower. And here I see this guy, pretty wild, aggressive guy, just out here shooting. He actually ends up going on the top of the roof right there, and I just kind of keep stalking him. I think I fire a couple of shots over his direction, but I just want to make sure I don't waste my ammo. So they're just kind of like fun little shots. I end up breaking this glass, and that also freaks me out because I'm like, oh, I hope nobody heard me. So I shoot at him for a little bit. He eventually gets scared and jumps off. Little punk. And then I look at where the new circle is. I can see that where I am is outside. I begin to think about where I should rotate, and I end up deciding to rotate south or to the right of the map. So here I am, just double checking everything, looking up at that Nakatami. I'm pretty sure someone's there. But no one's really too brave in solos to be out sniping in the. Oh, this is always freaky. I still don't know how to manage this. I always fall. How to get down those long, stairs, steps, ladder, whatever it is. All right, so here I decide I am going to escape, but not necessarily on foot. I have my ATV. I think I kind of, so I get in the ATV, I notice that at this point it doesn't have a trophy, so I don't want to be on it for too long. I just get on it real quick, and then here I kind of freak out and I go, I don't want to do it. And I get into this building, which is in the circle. So same thing that I did over there at the firehouse. I just walk around, make sure that the building is secure. I'm trying to listen to potential enemies that are in the building. And yeah, and I end up going to the top.
Gas is moving in.
At this point, the circle shows itself, or at least I think that's the next to the final circle, shows itself, and it really reaffirms my earlier decision to rotate to the right, to the southeast, and so I made up my mind. I'm also on the skinny side of the circle, so I know that I don't have to panic. I have a little bit of time. I can really pace myself when I move. So here I just start to double check everything because I heard shooting just maybe a minute ago. So someone was here, a couple of people were here. That was dumb to parachute like that. Should have just dropped. And I perch up, and I always notice some things that I didn't notice when I was playing. So I guess I saw a couple of people watching this back that I didn't see before. So here we go. I am now slowly rotating. I run across the street because you are not supposed to walk. Get here on the dark side. You know, I really try to take advantage of my rose skin as much as possible. At some point, I do become conscious that I'm walking, and you could probably hear me, so I'm gonna, you know, crouch walk in a few. So here we go. I'm crouch walking, and I'm especially now, you know, on high alert because I see, you know, a fight that was that probably occurred just a few minutes ago. I see a munitions box, and I'm gonna want to grab that guy. Take the Semtex too. Look to the left. I run. Look to the right. I am now pretty much in the circle. I also hear a shooter above me, and then there's a truck near me. So again, I'm just trying to be on high alert as best as I can.
Enemy U.
It took me a second, but then I saw these tracks because I have the tracker perk, and I did not react well. I reacted very poorly. I could have easily died here. As you can see, the guy shot at me immediately. He's throwing everything he has at me. I'm escaping to the outside, back to the outside, looping back around, plating. Figured he would try to come out here. I'm now crouch walking, so I make sure I don't make too much noise. I can hear him, though. I can hear him very well. I can have some sense of where he is, and I know he's still in the room. And he does, you know, his due diligence. He also closes the doors and everything. And now we're sort of at a little bit of a stalemate. Eventually, because of the pressure, this guy is going to make a mistake. He really doesn't have another way out. He just has this, and I don't know why. He will open the door here in a second. I don't know why he thought that I'd be gone, but he does. I hit him. I'm not that great, so I miss with the SMG. He's right in the corner, and I'm going to slide, because when they go high, I go low. Sorry, Michelle Obama. But that works much better in Warzone, of course, not in real life. Kids always go high when they go low. Alright, so this guy had a lot of stuff. I'm going to grab it. And I'm going to continue. As you can see, the circle's now getting smaller. I am kind of mapping out where I want to go, and so that gives me a little bit of an idea of the direction that I want to go. That's not an exact thing. I really just put that there because I think in the moment that's the safest place. And I start to work my way through it. I cross the road / canal, and I try to position myself. I'm aware that there's probably a whole lot of people on the other side of this thin green wall, and then again, it's one of those situations where I begin to become conscious of the fact that I could be making noise by doing all that running. So now I crouch walk, and I just look ahead of me, trying to listen in to see if there's people to my right or left. Well, to my left is probably more of a visual. I can probably see them there. And I theorize that there'd be a lot more people coming from, you know, the city side. And there might be a couple here at port, and I ended up being right.
Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
I'm pretty confident at this point because, as you can see, I have max ammo on both an SMG and my AR. I forgot to mention earlier that I really prioritize the AR. So when I get a loadout, I would rather get, and if I have to go ghost, I would rather get my best AR, and in this case, it's the Kilo. Because I can always the floor SMGs are kind of good enough. So you know, I don't mind picking those up, but the AR is so critical. So here again, I got max everything. I have, you know, a kill streak. gas mask and a satchel, I'm feeling very confident. I'm feeling ready to go for this final fight. There's only a few more people, but I am. Oh, I see one right there with his butt, and I down him. So I go rush over there with this basically floor LC10, see him, and usually it's good enough. As you can see right there, that's the third kill. It's usually good enough to knock people.
Mark the target.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Here I spot someone with a riot shield. I shoot at him. I realize that's a dumb move, so I go and hide somewhere else. And now what I'll do instead is I will try to kill him with a kill streak, with a cluster strike. Interestingly enough, that was not enough to kill him. As tight as this circle is, it wasn't enough to kill him, actually. So I don't know, he must have rotated completely the other way. So there I destroy a couple of vehicles. I get shot here, and at the moment, and even now, I still don't know exactly where that shot came from. I'm looking everywhere. Is it from across the gym? I get shot here again. I just don't know where it's coming from. So I go back up and try to play it again. And I notice that we are now in the final throws. Here is where some luck comes in, as I mentioned earlier. A lot of this is luck. I mean, he just doesn't know where I am. See his footsteps, I drop, he still doesn't know where I am, shoot him right in the back. He's pretty upset. And that is my 8th solo win.